Hope you're doing well today. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a review of my CSC TT250. Kind of talk about who it might be for and who it might not be for, and some of the things I've done to it, and what I think needs to be done for it to be a reliable bike. So I've had the TT250 for about just a little over a year now, and I've got 1,953 miles on it, so coming up on 2,000 miles pretty quick. And really I've not had any real problems with it. There are a couple of things. When I first got it, I had a front wheel bearing that was squeaking, and I felt like there was a little bit of resistance from it. So I went ahead and ordered new Timken bearings to put in both the front and rear. And that gave me a little bit more peace of mind, just knowing that there are high quality bearings in there. And the other thing, the only other real issue I had was with the stock chain. I was constantly having to adjust it almost after every ride. I bought the EK chain that CSC sells on their website for it. That's the EK O-ring chain. And since I've done that, I've only had to adjust the chain once in the past, it's over 500 miles now. So that is one thing. If you're going to order one of these bikes, I would suggest just go ahead and have them install that new chain before they ship it to you. What's going on up here today? I guess I better turn here. But other than that, I've had no problems with it. I've changed the oil in it probably every 200 or 300 miles, just because I'm paranoid about it. And I've checked the valves 2 or 3 times, but I haven't had to actually adjust them since the first adjustment I made to them. And that was at about 500 miles, so in the last 1,500 miles I haven't actually had to adjust them again. They've been right in spec. But for riding around, you know, the city, or, you know, just side streets and back roads, dirt roads, for the money, this bike I don't think can be beat. I love the features that it has on it, like the fuel gauge, the shift indicator, or the gear indicator. I like the ergonomics of the bike. I had a DRZ 400S for a couple months, and I still wanted to ride this just because it was so much more comfortable. Here's the old fort. The seat's comfortable on it. The way I sit, I'm 6'2", 250 pounds, somewhere in there. And the ergonomics of the bike for me are just about perfect. You can see where my knees are. Some things do feel a little bit cheap about the bike, but for the price, I mean, you're paying half the price or less than half the price of most other Japanese bikes. I don't really like ordering, buying Chinese made stuff, but I can't afford, at the time I couldn't afford more than this. Eventually I may look at something like the KLX 300 or something like that, but for now I'm pretty happy with this. The only time I'm not really happy with this is when I have to get on the highway. It does struggle on the highway, and that could be, like I said, I'm 240, 250 pounds, somewhere in there. I did put the 45 tooth sprocket on it, and at first I wasn't real happy with that because I felt like it took too much, low-end grunt away from it on the trails. And I felt like it was just too tall of a gear in first gear. So then I went to the 47 tooth, and that was just, on the highway, too wound out. So I've gone back to the 45 tooth and have gotten used to, just having to ride the clutch a little bit more on the trails, or just, as I've ridden more, I've gotten used to going a little faster on the trails. I'm still not an experienced rider, I wouldn't say. Still a noob. I've actually got this jetted for a little bit warmer air, a little bit warmer weather, so it doesn't reach its full potential when it's a little bit cooler like it is today. Runs a little bit lean. I may have to try to do another top speed run when it warms up a little more. Alright, we're at the Gruber ORV area. Yeah, if the road's this muddy, I'm not sure what the trail's going to be like. One thing about Oklahoma, trails are muddy a lot of the time. I don't really remember exactly where I'm going. May not be as much fun coming out. Don't really remember where I'm at. Just keep following this around for a minute, and if not, I should be coming up to where I'm wanting to go pretty soon here. pretty washed out. Here we are. Find my way out of here. That's some pretty gnarly stuff back there. It's not really what the TT250 is made for, but it handles it. It was a little bit of a struggle for me. If it wasn't so muddy, it wouldn't be so bad. I'll have to come back and try again when it's not so muddy. Gonna make it? I think he's stuck on the tree.